Hello YouTube, it is Ty the Movie Guy 22 with another fantastic, well, not exactly a movie review today, but more of, I'm gonna get a little closer. Sorry about the lighting, it's not so good. Sometimes my apartment has weird lighting. So today I'm actually going to show you more of my artistic side. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Tyler, and I'm a YouTuber, and I am I'm not good at this YouTube thing, but I do okay. I try my best to be very charismatic. My brother has a YouTube video. Subscribe to his channel, House of Eric or House of Beauty, one of those channels. I forget his channel name. Also, if you want to see some cool fire dancing, check out Arcane Fire and Flow on YouTube. I know her, she's a really good friend. Shout out to you, Emily. You rock. Today, I'm going to do something special. I like to write. I do in my own head creative writing, so I like to share the first 30 or so minutes of a book that I've been working on. I have outlines for it. This book is called The Forest of the Forsaken. And it's about, well, just to give you a brief synopsis, about two brothers who have amnesia, and they don't even know they're brothers, and they're actually soldiers, like enhanced soldiers that are young, and they have no clue who they are, and they're trying to figure out why they're in this location in the forest, deep in Peru. Or in Canada. It's in Canada. The forest of Canada, and well, actually it's a forest in Peru. But wait, no. It's actually the suicide forest in Japan, which is what I heard. It's pretty damn scary. So anyways, so here's chapter 1, entitled not the beginning, that sounds so freaking cliche. Chapter 1, Finding Our Footing. Have you ever had a dream that you couldn't explain? Or had something that you didn't know? Little did I know what adventures awaited me, and what horrors I would face. But I knew I would be the one standing in the end. My name is Tyler Michaels, and this is how my story begins. Where in the world are we? Wait, where am I? I don't know what's going on. I'm wearing a suit, apparently. Well, that much is obvious. Huh! Who are you? I don't know. Who are you? I don't know. Who are you? Well, if I don't know who you are, then how am I supposed to know who you are? Fighting sounds. Why are we fighting each other? I don't know. Well, don't you know? No, I don't know. I don't even know who you are. Okay, let's start this over. I think we both came from the same plane. I think we did too. There's got to be something here that allows us to remember. You can't remember anything either? No. But that bump on the head you gave me sure helped me jog back some of my memories. One of them, anyway. My name. What's your name? Tyler. What's your... I'm Dylan. Hello, Dylan. We should not be fighting each other. Let's go to higher ground and see what's happening. How can we be sure these are our names? They're on our IDs. We have IDs in our back pocket. Get your supplies. Let's gather our supplies. Where are we going? North, I believe. North? Or don't you have a compass, Dylan? No, I don't. But we sure should get one. We sure should get one. Well, good thing we're holding one in our hand. What is that? I'm not sure. I thought I saw something move just now. That's oddly peculiar. Indeed it is. We are... Why do you think we were sent here? I'm not too sure, to tell you the truth. That's what I'm trying to figure out as well. Well, this is really interesting that we're here. Indeed, but it's also quite scary. I never thought we'd be in a place like this. Do you remember anything, honestly? I think I can remember something from our past, my past. I think you and I could be related. That's preposterous. We look nothing alike. You don't have to look like each other to be part of the same bloodline. Well, that's true, said Dylan with an awkward smile. He looked at me bewilderingly and said, "Where do you think our families are?" To be honest, Dylan, I'm not too sure. All I know is that we need to get to safety. We shouldn't make camp here. We should probably make camp here. It looks like it'd be dark soon. That's a good call, Tyler. Let's see if we can gather some firewood. Dylan gathered the firewood and met me back at the camp. We set up a base of operations. Little did we know that there were other people. We spend most of the past couple of minutes and our journey trying to figure out where we are and exactly who we are. I had no idea that we could, if I had known what I had known now, I would have not been as pessimistic as I used to be. And I didn't even know I could use a word like that. I said to myself, thinking methodically. We hunt an animal. Dylan and I go hunting for an animal, an elk, a rat, anything we can hunt. For some reason, we have enhanced abilities of adrenaline and running, so we were able to catch our prey, and we ended up catching a deer and we ate it. I know it's kind of disgusting, I thought to myself, but anything we need to do to survive. Extreme times call for extreme measures, Dylan said. I couldn't agree more. Where do we go from here? I'm not too sure about that either. Exactly where do you think we are? Well, obviously we're in a forest. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. We are in a forest. Where should we go? We should follow our hearts and let the compass guide us. Walking sound. I wondered who we were some more, but I couldn't wonder that much because we had found someone in the forest. We had found two people, but we were wondering if they were just in our heads or if it was real. The forest tends to play tricks on you if you're not careful. We had thought about, at night we had a dream that we figured out who each other were. But I would never have believed myself if I had known what was coming next. I am a warrior, I thought to myself, a soldier, which technically I am, and so is Dylan, I thought to myself. But it bothered me. Was I ruthless? Was I a cold-hearted killer? Or did I do everything I could to protect the people that I cared for, if I had people that cared for me? I pondered this as I slept and woke up realizing I didn't know who I was before, but I won't let that stop me from who I wish to become now. Dylan? Yes, Tyler? Where do you think we should go? I wondered on asking him. He said, where did your family go? I have no idea. I don't know if I even had one. Did you have one, Dylan? I can't recall that either. Maybe we knew each other back in our training. If we had training. We obviously had training because there's no way two inexperienced young adults could survive in a forest and battle with such precision like we did. Our battle was brief, but we needed to learn who each other were and checked each other's IDs on our coats and in our wallet, in our back pocket. Our clothing was tattered and our shoes were dry, or not just dry. Our shoes were destroyed from walking. And I wondered, where are we going? But mostly I wondered, will this experience show us who we truly are? Or will it only lead us to further questions? Would we get the answers we seek, or forever be stuck in the dark? I never would have thought that by myself. I'd wondered, the next day, we had found ourselves hiding. I woke up in a daze, and in a panic, seeing that Dylan was not there. I called out to him, Dylan, where did you go? Dylan hopped out of a tree, amusingly. He jumped out of a tree and said, didn't mean to scare you, young one. Do you know your age, Dylan? I'm 19. How old are you? About 20, 21. There's no way. Look at my ID. My ID gives me my birth date. December 5th, 2027. What year does it say on our GPS? 2045. We're adults, I thought to myself. I had wondered, where do we Where is it that our purpose is? Do soldiers even have purpose? Dylan asked inquisitively. I said, I don't know. I don't remember what it's like to be one. Do you? I think I have some recollection of it. That's more than I have. I don't have any memories of that. And if I did, not sure it's something I want to remember. You were probably a hero. What's the point of being a hero if sometimes you can't save the ones who are closest to you? Did you have people close to you? I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't even know who I am, I told him in a disheartening tone. I'm trying to piece this all together, trying to figure out who I am, and I want to do better, and I'm going to do better. Maybe we are family, maybe we aren't, but together, let's find out what we're truly made of and what we're truly meant to do. We can be the heroes of our own kind of story, and we can protect people that need to be protected. But how will we know? Dylan asked graciously. But how will we know when people are in need of our help? He asked sheepishly. I said, for his sake, trying not to sound like a smartass, I say, we'll just know, you know? That doesn't make sense. Neither does what we do right now. Off we walk on another mission to find food. We find one, and we find the answer to our problem is to look deep inside. Dylan and I sit around the fire and breathe deeply. And for a second, I was able to remember a fraction like that, a fraction of what we were meant to do. We had to overthrow this evil mercenary that was taking over a village. But we didn't know where this village was. We found another man. Little did I know that we'd soon find another enemy greater than the one we were supposed to defeat. Japan was being overrun by a villain, a nameless foe who we had not known the identity of this foe yet, but we did know. One thing, Dylan and I got to know each other more as we talked throughout the night, and then we knew. Evil must be stopped in any way. We need to stop it. Hopefully, we can put aside our differences for now and save the people that need to be saved. Being a warrior doesn't mean that you go looking for battle. Having the heart of a true soldier, honor, sacrifice, discipline, courage, and a whole lot of luck. Though I didn't know if I was Irish. I wondered, I had also begun to think, this is possible. Dylan, yes? Do we have powers, you think? Powers, what do you mean? Things no one else can do. Things only we can understand. Why do you say that? Watch. I cut my finger with a jagged rock. What did you do that for? Look. The hut, Jabba the Hutt. The cut healed automatically. That is quite strange. Maybe we do have them. But why we have powers, I'll never know. Let's find out together then. Period. We had wandered across the great village, not the village. We had wandered across the forest and realized we had already passed this part. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. I wondered where we were. I thought to myself where we were and why this was happening, why we were leaving, why we were going around in a great big circle. I took a deep breath and found a path through myself into the forest. I found a way out of the forest and into the village we needed to get to. And thought, this will be the toughest journey either of us have taken so far. This is the very first journey that my heroes are on. And but the thought occurred to me. Do we even speak the language of the local people? Dylan had asked the question to a villager asking where we could find food and shelter. And they asked us why we were here. And we said to protect and to help. Who would have thought that with a little more training, we would have figured out what to do next and what we needed in order to survive. Because in war, I thought to myself as I raised my head held high, to war, your only chances to survive is by fighting as hard as you can. End of chapter 1. So, guys, what did you think? I'm honestly hoping that it was good, and I will clear up some space on my phone and start part 2, same time, same place, next Tuesday night. And I hope you enjoy the video. If you'd like to hear my book, Forest of the Forspoken, I will be so happy if you subscribe and leave a comment, and please comment that you would like a part 2, a chapter 2, because I would love to do this. I would like to, of course, I have trouble writing in real life, so I figure this is the best way to get myself out there. So if there are any people out there that are authors or publishers that could help me, I would greatly appreciate it. My name is Tyler Wright, and this is Tyler Movie Guy 22 signing off.